pay. Na in common in other donor the Club World Cup and transfers are ecoso. But mamma no commodie no yen shasi and free say. Fancy. O share the history and the origin of football. Any baby a free buy. Any how it became popular. Any the impact of various nations on the said game now. Definitely when there are tournaments involving such teams it becomes quite difficult to ignore the fact is it's really going to be an important stage. Say any of the teams establish themselves as the ruler of world football. So in this instance, you're Brazil and you're England. In reality, the Padona dream almost say football, baby a free buy, and maybe a big dream almost say free Brazil ne buy, a free Germany ne buy. But it is really understood that the origin of football in the 19th century, England for the cover by be modernizing obey and you may be my home by Akono. But if you're looking at one of the countries or more football, there musonko, a man be said distinct among the rest. Eddie a certain style need taste to be opa. There is no way you can talk about those countries and leave Brazil out. Because more football now is different altogether. In this particular instance, we've seen the World Cup back in the 1930s, but the dominance of Brazil in terms of even the main World Cup was in the 1950s. Abraham Pele leaded the charge. But let's not forget that there was an intercontinental cup FIFA introduced in the 1960s. In the 1960s, and dominated by Santos. Fast forward now, your best son Dino from intercontinental, and I see him say you be a muye and more. The Club World Cup, no. The first winner of that particular Club World Cup in 2000. Fancy Brazilian club. Atwaso ama Vasco da Gama money omo makeka ni nyina ba begigibi deko. But since 2012 edeba it has even been difficult for a Brazilian team to defeat an European side. More to even talk about winning the said competition. Let's not forget that the past editions are happening in nyina no. Ubenya Flamengo no akọ final na akọ no ni age free nsem. Yes. Ubenya Palmeiras no akọ final na akọ gidi free nsem. Ubenya Fluminense no akobone agide free nsem. So consistently a nation that is known and recognized as one of the best footballing countries due to their style and nature and passion for the game. Fancy when it comes to this particular competition in the last few years, Omalaki behind. This is not to say that other continents have even got the opportunity to win it. No. Europeans are not dominating. But the expansion of the Club World Cup now puts Brazil on the map again due to a normal way. Fancy the dominance of Brazilian players in the competition. Because Yebo group stage, over 500 players are now omobo teams no mbe PMO on 14% Brazilians. Including Mamelodi Sundowns of Free Africa, but no kuta Brazilian player. Yes. Esperance, but no kuta Brazilian player. When you even go to the Asian teams, no mobile, maybe players, Brazilian players. One, it shows you about the quality of players a free zone ni muba. Any the performances are more than any their impact in world football. Your ball group stage in the no, not lusu a single game. Number 2, no. But Fargo, Fluminense, Flamengo, Palmeiras, no be me show in the group stage. Obien to me as one show mono, but Fargo I say Paris Saint-Germain. Paris Saint-Germain, a European champion coming into this particular competition. No achieving Tamalan are by 5-0. Over the final of the Champions League. But Fargo shine 1-0. Now Flamengo about Chelsea, I bet Chelsea by 3-1. Fluminense any Borussia Dortmund board draw. Now they are rolled on my first one and they have been into the semi-final of the competition. Fancy. Is it about time where Omo bet right? Something they feel it is theirs. They are supposed to catch it. Because you go Intercontinental Cup as early as the 1960s, Santos in the Brazilian clubs in the dominate. You best sign your Musa Biemuma clubs in the so in the 2000s, early ones. Yes. Brazilian clubs never dominate. Fast forward in 2025, Yasabe expanded as the nature of the Club World Cup. Brazilian club over the semi-final. I've always said one thing: is a football. There's something attached to it, you can never change it, which is its origin and history. Maybe a Thai freeba, and the stories that are attached to it. It's Fluminense, Bebo Chelsea, and Enuary. But Chelsea nisu free baby a football originated free by. Fluminense nisu jina baby a yes a club World Cup ni biana Brazilian club and AGA. Ano mujina faako. But fancy, in the long run, I believe we are really going to enjoy quality from these two sides. Anadri. You better enjoy pa. Chelsea baby omujina ni here tournament to establish themselves as the best club in the whole world. Fancy, the budget tournament will be an opa kosro bra from a real simunina on the best club. Whether you like it or not, what's the picture I say no? Because you can win your Euros
for the next 4 years.
For the next 4 years. Because you have Bobby BM no about you be na your whole continent too.
And the Asia mo huna ma.
Yeah, woo. 4 years opa the you see opa the day. Opa Fabra we are catch say we are seeing na ko share no this say. You see, the tournament na ye edamu soronko no fancy. Winning the UEFA Champions League Europe na abono. Oje the Copa Libertadores South America ho na abono.
101.3.
So oje the Asian Champions League Asia ho na abono continental. But the moment there's something about world attached to a certain competition, be rest assured you are the best club in the world.
Okay.
Even a FIFA Club World Cup, even the old format no. Obo we near the tag and the ball or chest so it still remains that you are the best club in the world. So that tag alone, no, and your tag ketwa. It is a woman chance if one be higher. Never bomb to say Tam. The next 4 years you England, no.
Just in Quankensi.
Yahoo England, no. But at the tournament, we are important aside being the best club in the world. Establish a certain winning mentality within the setup. First, me obi ameji 2 years say, oh, the challenges you face will only make you better in life. Abrabo aye boy no enyoma esi wanim sisi wa kwan no se anya wi a edo beba fom it is a eye no na wo koso ato aso de edi nkunim anya saa na woteba fom abeba fom pa na bia wani mra wo so no o se me bo bredru say ba mentimi anya sei na quite a long story in the history. So that is the stage Chelsea have gotten to, and they believe they need to start winning trophies to side themselves up. Fancy, how will you even feel confident coming into the season? Say we are seeing now the best club.
Yeah.
The dressing room and everything. You are coming into the season, no both season, no. Now, bon, say we are seeing now. One eye idea, one animbobo. What could you trophy this soon as? And the Brazilians will be looking to enforce themselves within this particular trophy discussion. Because fancy, the peak or the downfall of Brazilian football, by 7 goals to 1. That particular game is a matter of pride and egos. And yet the two from the Etatia, so Europeans born the ball say tabam. The Brazilians and Argentines have actually lost games. Because you World Cup will be in Argentina and England, about in England, money share or money are you bet my game we not Chile lusu. But the peak of 7 goals to 1 by Germany. Our Brazil for Nankasa Cruise no.
Yeah, true.
So they are waiting to bring themselves up to the big scene again by winning this particular competition. Tostao, Ekoye interview of Brazil. I must say he imagines a club from Brazil winning this competition near target club and say only the best in the world. Football has actually returned to its original place.
They say a Barca and Ghana Mujao.
Wontumi.
But Omo the quality to beat Chelsea and Chelsea had the quality to beat them. I believe Fluminense had the quality to beat Chelsea. Chelsea also have the quality to also find a way to qualify to the next round, which is the final. And there are certain things on my break here that I'm a born a Flamingo ni Chelsea boy and I be one my Chelsea Fluminense and Chelsea more. If there has ever been a very close game, it is going to be this one. By new man decided game the player who is going to defend well. What check Fluminense team now? How many goals no consider what tournament we see more? led by Thiago Silva, who is also a former Chelsea player. How can we be na Chelsea G the UEFA Champions League? Arias Mudna na menimo. Obobo on the two on ma. Di Kano. Quality players. But I think this game will prove to go to extra time. And on penalty shootout, remember Chelsea a little notch over Fluminense. Difficult game. Very difficult. I don't expect a game about 3-0, 4-0. No, they are almost buying full confidence. Fancy in a group on a Sundowns, on a Usla Fono, Fluminense na shall the pathway towards coming to the semi-final. Fancy almost rohe.
We Barcelona fans don't want Chelsea or Real Madrid to win this trophy. Apart from these two, we are okay, whatever happens. Manuel, Kweku, Cyrus, and the Dubai.
Sisi ewiase club baako penalty ni nye banta. Banta no kra no ye mfa ho Paris Saint-Germain. Sisi Chelsea gise kukuro Liverpool for na wu. Manchester United for na wu. Arsenal kra de mu betete omo so. Monitor nam hospe. Real Madrid for so nye gise kukuro ewiase nyina. See akacha mo say na best club. Champions League ni agi 16. Yes ade abawiase. If you are seeing 4 years, Basa for them person have not taken because Basa nya show mo El Clasico say gukuro no mo dia ba. A previous shock is Vinicius Junior. Basa be show we ehuru mo no dey disappointed.
Say waje club
World Cup we are seeing omo person not. But we are seeing Paris Saint-Germain GBB na be bia yedi. Nti Basa for the able Champions League final. There was so much happy say Paris Saint-Germain already in the Champions League. But fancy, I think it's a game of equals today. It's not a game of someone having a bigger advantage over the other. Maybe at Chelsea, you're in your man on. But I think whatever gives Chelsea the edge in here, or more a certain X factor, it drew game. Maybe when in Nasokrana, one player could literally take the game. And it's a good sign to see players this Moises Caicedo back. So, who brought South Americans like this? You need players who are aggressive and robust enough in the middle of the pack. Caicedo, a very good Sawaba back as at this particular time. But I think they are going to really miss Cowell. Chelsea underrated the quality of Cowell in this particular team. Fancy. Obobo Nepa. Yeah. And he has been consistent for Chelsea. And why a solid rock at the back line, from passing to even tackling. I think he has really matured to a certain level. Chelsea will need experience, we need an organizer at the back line. But I think we are going to see Chelsea move to the final. Now Fluminense must try. No Makobo will tell them for Honum. To remember Chelsea 55% chance of winning this particular encounter. Fancy, the transfer market, no baby a Urano. Nipa was a headline being Victor Osimhen. At the beginning of the transfer window, ni bibia Victor Osimhen, Al Hilal, Pesoba, Matemska, 40 million. Now it has come down to the fact to say Victor Osimhen, any Galatasaray agree personal terms. Now it's about paying the release clause to Napoli. Fancy, I don't ever believe that Napoli pay Victor Osimhen chod that. So I don't believe that.
Because manager ain't ready so no be adwuma.
I don't believe that. And Antonio Conte already has his man. Maybe a Mike Tana catch also no ne loyal lieutenant by Romelu Lukaku. Yeah. Meaning say be a partnership of Lukaku and Victor Osimhen no. Ebi obi ama for burial say how good is he going to be in all of this? Yes, I agree. But I think for Victor Osimhen and Antonio Conte has not heard that maybe. But the question still comes in say why Turkey? At this stage, and the quality of football, because this is a player you rank top 3 strikers what the continent how can be. He's not literally top 3, he's the best center forward. Seka forwards, the wing forwards be the same Musa Lamun in Ababe, but a proper center forward. But this also goes on to say that football is not only about England, football is not only about La Liga, football is not only about the Italian Serie A. But sometimes where you actually affect your influence from, maybe or the influence in FIBA, he has made sure so much in the Turkish league. Now in the Champions League, at the end of the back already team needs show ambitions. So for example, Marco Leroy signed the neighbor. So he'll be eager to go there and go and play. But I think in a nutshell, Victor Osimhen should have made football enjoy him on a larger scale, especially in the Premier League or even the La Liga. I feel so also come football team enjoy no at that particular stage na team eboa na nyoma team koyi e de ma no Now nkɔmmɔ na yɛ buburuja nkɔmmɔ na yɛ basa between Manchester United and Brentford nkɔmmɔ na woka no fancy you see baby United the gyina no a very delicate position. You might criticize them, which Metimakache said you thoroughly deserve to criticize them. But also that's nasi dina outside the quadrant dream. Obesa swati baby United dina na say. In terms of Imbuemo, I'm not talking about other transfers. Now, Nane Brentford didn't come. It is always the sellers market. Put it at the back of your mind. Anka otinasi dina shemwa. Elanga call for 55 million pounds. Meboa.
True.
Ja Pedro call for 60 million pounds. And Kawa player on no season and was 20 goals. Kawasaka 70 million pounds in Manchester United the tria.
20 goals in the Premier
20
League.
Goals in the Premier League.
By Elanga share 6.
Elanga share 6.
Madueke share 7.
Madueke share 7. Ebony is saying. And
in Baimon, so and not just ended season.
And not just under season.
You found out to say
the last 14, 15 goals. For the past 3 seasons, Omar double digits when it comes to goals and assists. Goals and assists in the boom at Brentford.
Then you watch it.
Fancy what the mention as but the idea make us a baby a gymnast see and betting your man say and answer was also United partner say, Ojina Brentford part, I bet you say our players will move one there. Because our Brentford United move go to. But also United shoes man what na say adwen ho say nkofo ka che say omo pe kunya fee ye de kunya fee ni ko no masa se so madwen omo so mo hwe other prices na yes akotua sisie ya ye next target na fancy ye ko market ni mu akopa omo no teams ni begina leverage say mo kura mo tua ska we for we mo tua say ma we nti so born the same team ye de beje mo. So United are looking at the long term when it comes to almost kasem. Anyhow, I did the United tax out to almost in the transfer market. Brentford is also looking at it from the point of view, say, she Elanga, she way, which you can perfectly agree with the two parties.
Okay.
But I think in a nutshell, say this week Terminal United and Timmy completed the way. Are you United fans? I say to our dream.
Say.
This week now United and Timmy Brentford, I agree a fee for Imbuemo. Shall say to our dream.
Whoa, Mate, Meza Medase, Mike.
Fancy.